And welcome to St. John Arena. Tonight, WTLW TV 44 continues with Destination Columbus as we bring you the final semifinal game of this tournament as the Lima Central Catholic Thunderbirds take on the Berlin Hiland Hawks in a Division IV semifinal matchup. I'm Mike Shepp, here to bring you another night of high school basketball here on TV 44. What an exciting day it's been here at St. John Arena for the city of Lima. The Lima Senior Spartans in their Division I semifinal against Can McKinley won one of the most thrilling games tonight as they go up against Berlin Hiland. So stay tuned. Mark Miller will be joining me in 60 seconds on the Mike Pruitt Lima Ford pregame show. Berlin Hiland Hawks get ready to take on the first, Mark, a team that has won in a lot of different ways this year. Impressive offense during most of the regular season, tremendous defense here in the tournament trail. If they can put both those elements together, they'll be a tough team to beat tonight.
Well, the last few tournament games, and I know Bob Segerson has said it's concerned him a little bit, the offensive production hasn't quite been what they were used to. But there are some constants with the Thunderbirds that you can count on game in and game out. One is they're going to be well coached, they're going to be disciplined, and they're not going to make very many mistakes. Secondly, they will play defense from the tip-off to the final shot. Now, if the offense comes along, they're almost unstoppable. That's what, as Thunderbird fans, we have to hope comes along tonight. They start to score a few, and then they'll be tough to beat.
And it sounds like they'll need a good defense to take on Berlin Hiland, a team that lives by the three-point shot. They have two different players that have hit over 50 three-pointers this year. Junior Rager, their leading scorer, hit 11 threes in one game. Mark, this is a team that is based on its perimeter game, their outside shot. LCC's man-to-man defense is going to have to be aware of that. They'll shoot from almost anywhere.
You're right. They're going to have to move it out high. They're going to have to pick them up a little bit further out than what they normally do because this team has to live and die by the three-pointer. They've only got one guy squad that's over 6 feet tall, and that's Junior Rager, 6'3". Other than that, they don't have anybody. No rebounding, not a lot of defense underneath, and that's where LCC can really hurt them. So they've got to go with the three. If they're hot, they'll stay in the game. If they're not, it could be over early.
So the winner of tonight's game will be taking on Gilmore Academy. They defeated Cincinnati Country Day earlier today here in the other Division IV state semifinal. That'll be coming your way at 10:50 here on TV 44 through the auspices of Sports Channel. So stay tuned, folks. Coming your way is LCC in Berlin Hiland on WTLW TV 44.
Lida and the Canal Pharmacy of Spencerville.
Welcome back to St. John Arena. This Division IV regional semifinal, Berlin Hiland taking on the Lima Central Catholic Thunderbirds in Division IV. The winner will play tomorrow night at 9 o'clock here at St. John Arena against Gilmore Academy. Airtime on TV 44 at about 10:50. Tape delay because of the previous broadcast commitment the Sports Channel has with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Mischler, one of the starters for Berlin Hiland. Aaron Hutchins will go for the Thunderbirds. Nevin Mischel, that's N-E-V-I-N, 5'10" senior. There's three sets of brothers on the Hawks team. Anthony Hutchins, first team All-State selection in Division IV. Jeremy Stangelo averages 6 points a game. Aaron Bailey will go for LCC. Kevin Troyer, another starter, a 6-foot junior for Berlin Hiland. Eric McCormick, 6'2" senior, counters for LCC. And the main man is Junior Raber for the Hawks. Kevin Sullivan goes for LCC. Berlin Hiland is coached by Perry Reese in his 8th year. LCC is coached by Bob Segerson. He is in his 14th season with LCC. Our officials for tonight's action are Dan Fauser and Mark Page. Dan Fauser is from the Richfield area. Mark Page from the Warren area. Well, we got one city team in the finals. Let's see if we can make it a doubleton here as LCC gets ready to take on Berlin Hiland. Mark, I can tell right now, Berlin Hiland looks like a deceiving team. Not only are they short, most of the youngsters are very slightly built, yet this team comes in here with a very impressive 24-2 record. They must know how to play the game and put the ball in the basket.
Well, I'm anxious to see them play. We know that they put up a lot of threes. They're obviously pretty proficient at it, and I get the idea that Perry Reese, their coach, gets the most out of these kids, and he brings a lot of guys that look like clones off the bench, so he probably just keeps bringing fresh people at you that can kind of do the same thing.
Aaron Bailey wins the tip easily, and we're underway. LCC in their second state tournament in the last 4 years.
Berlin Hiland going to play man-to-man, going to play it aggressively.
Anthony Hutchins wins it across. Down low it goes to Hutch. Berlin Hiland averages 80 points a game, 84 points a game in tournaments.
Thunderbirds in his zone.
Junior Raber gets the bounce. And it's tied at 2-2. LCC averages 65 points a game, but only about 53 so far in the tournament. Out of bounds, it stays with the Thunderbirds. In the last 3 games, LCC's only averaged around 43 points a contest. There you see Perry Reese, the very successful coach of the Hawks.
Hawks bringing that defense way out high.
Anthony Hutchins gets it to go. That's a 2-pointer. Anthony's been struggling a little bit with that perimeter shot, so a good sign there for Lima. Junior Raber can't get it off the window, but the black jerseys have the rebound. Raber will bring it back out. 3-pointer. Nevin Mishler and the Thunderbirds leading 4-2. Bring it down. Aaron Hutchins, the pull up in the lane. Can't get the bounce. Great rebound by Bailey. Aaron Bailey with a very athletic move there makes it 6-2 LCC. Kevin Mishler with the ball. He gets it off to Raber. 3-pointer here, and Raber can't get it to go. Out of bounds, it will stay with the Hawks.
Pretty obvious that Raber is their guy. 24 points a game. He's going to shoot it from inside, outside. Hutch is on him, though.
Anthony Hutchins is throwing all the tough assignments on the foul side here against LCC.
We haven't given them much of a chance to get into the flow, but it looks like a couple of things are obvious, and that is LCC has a distinct advantage on the rebound. Those boards so far, Raber being the only guy that looks like he's going to jump and try to go over the top. The other guys have to be position rebounders.
Aaron Hutchins is called for that foul. That's his first and the first of the ball game. So 78% foul shooter, Raber will get one more. Even though teams shoot very well, they have to adjust to the environment here at St. John Arena.
Well, I'd venture to say very few gyms at Berlin Hiland's been in through the course of the year have had fans behind the glass backboard cheering and waving their hands. That is an adjustment, as you mentioned.
The Hawks will show pressure here. Kevin Sullivan has the ball. Aaron Hutchins, 10-second call. LCC took too much time when they just inbounded the ball to Sullivan in the corner, and the press causes a turnover. So the Hawks trail by 3, and they get the ball back. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Seabirds now in a man-to-man. Troyer working against Hutchins. Foul called here. It's going to go against McCormick. All brings White McNeil into the game. team foul against LCC. Dwight McNeil still has a bandage on the thumb, but it's somewhat of a lighter bandage than he wore in the regionals up at Toledo.
He's got the thumb sticking out now where he can use it. The regionals, he had it taped to the rest of his hand.
Nice block here. Aaron Hutchins brings it the other way to McNeil. Transition basket for LCC. 8-3 our score. Thunderbirds have the lead. Raber, nice drive. Junior Raber scored all 5 points for his team, and it's 8-5. This time LCC gets it across the timeline. Aaron Hutchins has a little opening. Great dish off to McNeil, and he misses the shot. That time the triple goes in by Anthony Hutchins. 6 points for Big Hutch, and it's 10-5. Kevin Mishler with the ball. Dishing off to Kevin Sawyer. And this is Raber. Being checked by McNeil. That'll be a good matchup. Raber connects. Junior Raber's been the offense for Berlin Hiland here in the first 4 minutes. It's 10-7. Thunderbirds have the lead in the ball as Sullivan brings it across.
Raber looks like a scoring machine, inside, outside on the drive, off the jump shot.
Bailey chases down the loose ball, and there's a sloppy pass. Turnover against the Thunderbirds gives the ball back to Berlin Hiland. 10-7, Thunderbirds have the lead. Bruce Yoder into the game now. For Berlin Hiland, a team that plays a lot of kids. Yoder with the ball right now. Off the loose ball. Up and in with it is Nevin Mishler. That makes it a 10-9 game. T-Birds have the lead. Under 3.5 minutes to go now in the first quarter. Bailey, nice move there. He is right around the man. Aaron with his second basket, and it's 12-9. Dangerous pass comes back outside. This is Raber with the ball again. Only white jerseys on the rebound. That time Kevin Mishler couldn't find it. Aaron Hutchins with the ball. LCC is up by 3. Now under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
It's like when LCC gets a defensive rebound, they'd like to push it down the floor, take advantage of their quickness to see if they can get a mismatch. If not, they'll pull it out, go half court.
Anthony Hutchins looks like it was partially blocked. Dwight McNeil. 2 easy chances, but Dwight couldn't connect. That's fun, maybe bothering his shooting.
Well, you can tell. I thought you could tell right there that he wasn't quite getting all his strength behind either of those shots.
Shot goes up that time by Nevin Mishler, and a foul's called. This is going to be the 3rd team foul against the Thunderbirds. Berlin Hiland has not committed a team foul. Dwight McNeil was called for that personal. He'll take a seat. Excuse me, Kevin Sullivan will sit down. Dwight thought he was coming out. And Jeremy Moeller will check in. Moeller, a very good three-point shooter. He has 35 threes in the year as a part-time player. Nevin Mishler is at the line. He gets 1 out of 2. 12-10. LCC the 2-point advantage, and this press is really bothering LCC.
It's a straight man-to-man press. They will trap if it gets to the sideline or into the corners, but really it's just one-on-one all over the floor.
We've had some adventures on the inbounds passes for the Lima club. This is Raber. Big height advantage on Aaron Hutchins. Raber couldn't get it, and Dwight McNeil with the rebound. Thunderbirds lead by a basket with 2:15 to go in the first quarter. The winner plays Gilmore Academy here tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. It'll be on TV 44 via Sports Channel about 10 to 11. Anthony Hutchins. He is on his offensive game. He has 8 points already, and the Thunderbirds lead by 4 at 14-10. Off the turnover, Aaron Hutchins. Lays it in. Little Hutch has his first foul. Thunderbirds now lead by 6.
They immediately go to Junior Raver, get the ball in the scorer's hands.
Now remember, this is the team that shoots loads of threes. Here comes one right here, but it was partially blocked, it looks like. And Aaron Hutchins comes down with it. Down to Dwight McNeil. A great pass there. And McNeil travels. So Dwight McNeil has missed some easy chances early in this game. Mark, I'm not sure if Perry Reese wants to cross up LCC, but they haven't tried too many three-pointers here in this first quarter.
Now they haven't. LCC, I'm sure aware of that, has stepped out there. When Hiland goes for the three-point shot, or at least sets up for it, they're getting a hand up in their face to distract them. But you're right, I thought we'd see bombs away, and it's not quite like that.
Aaron Hutchins comes out for a rest, and Salento Bodie is in for him. The sophomore on the floor. What a thrill for these young kids. Sure, it's a thrill for everybody, but a sophomore playing at St. John Arena. Dwight McNeil with a great block that time off Yoder's shot. And a jump ball is called, and it's going to go over to the Hawks. So on transition, LCC has missed a couple opportunities. The turnover there off the jump ball. And Berlin Hiland will have it with 1 minute to go straight up here in the first quarter. Randy Troyer's down in the game. Berlin Hiland plays about 10 guys. Some of the folks here at Press Row says you never knew who was going to start every game except Junior Raver. He started all the time. After that, it switched up. Raver being checked by Anthony Hutchins. Out of bounds it goes to the Thunderbirds. Aaron Hutchins is going to report back in. Not a sellout tonight, but certainly a big crowd. The third game here, the Cincinnati Country Day Gilmore Academy game, was sparsely attended because everyone was emotionally drained after Lima Seniors went over Kent McKinley. Jeremy Moeller gets it off to Anthony Hutchins. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. LCC leads by 6 at 16-10. Hiland really plays a sticky defense. Now under 25 seconds.
Berlin Hiland has a complete different 5 in the game than what started.
Aaron Hutchins with the layup.
We've seen that a few times where on penetration, Berlin Hiland can't stay with the Thunderbirds on quickness.
And now with Rager out, a very short lineup as well for the Hawks. 5 seconds to go now. Berlin Hiland has to get a shot off. We're at 1. Basket and foul. Dwight McNeil was called for the personal with 6/10 of a second to go. Great play there by Brent Weaver, the 5'8" youngster. Weaver, a sophomore. What a play he made there to give his team a little bit of momentum as our first quarter winds down. Brad Perry comes into the game, and McNeil has to sit down. That was Dwight's second foul. Curtis Butler is also into the game as Brent Weaver goes for a possible three-point play. He's shooting 66% from the foul line. And Weaver connects. Jeremy Moeller will just be able to inbound the ball, and that'll be about it. Our first quarter is in the books. It was a good one for LCC after 1. The Thunderbirds 18, Berlin Hiland 13.
Imperial Office Systems, and by Wendy.
Welcome back to St. John Arena. Our second quarter is about to begin. LCC 18, Berlin Hiland 13. Mike Shep and Mark Miller speaking with you, and we thank you for tuning in to this late Friday night, Saturday morning replay of high school basketball on TV 44. couple ominous things for LCC in the first quarter. They had 14 fouls, and as you saw right there, they have had trouble inbounding the ball against Berlin Highland. But once they get into their offensive zone, they get some easy shots. Right there, Anthony Hutchins from his brother.
My, it was a set play, allowed to Anthony off a double pick, but what he did with the ball in the air was amazing.
20-13. Thunderbirds have the lead. We're just underway in our second quarter. Division 4 state semifinal. Winner plays Gilmore Academy Saturday night. Raver now has 9 in the game. Pass to McCormick, breaks the pressure. Jeremy Moeller off the move tonight. Jeremy Moeller makes it 22-15. LCC has the lead. This is Weaver with the ball. Gets it inside to Raber. Off the iron, and Bailey has the rebound for Lima.
Physically, there's nobody on the floor that can stay with Bailey right now. He's just dominating the boards when he's in position.
Out of bounds, it's going to stay with the Thunderbirds. Once again, congratulations to Lima Senior. A dramatic double overtime win over Canton McKinley. Mark has seen a lot of games, but that has to be one of the most memorable ever played at this tournament in this building.
What a great day for the city of Lima.
Batted away, out of bounds it goes to Berlin Highland.
You know,
So the Hawks will inbound the ball.
the Spartans didn't go back until they saw the first quarter of this game to try to cheer on their city counterparts. Nice show of support there by Paul Whitney and his Spartans.
Here comes a three-pointer. It's off the iron, no good. Randy Troyer couldn't find it. Jeremy Moeller has it the other way. Transition basket for Moeller. 24-15. The Thunderbirds by 9. Not quite 2 minutes into our second quarter.
We talk about the Thunderbirds finding their offense. Looks like they've found it so far, shooting very well, getting open shots.
Drive there doesn't go, and McCormick has the rebound. Kevin Troyer couldn't find it. 3 sets of brothers on this Berlin Highland team. LCC looking to get into double figures with this lead. Under 6 minutes to go now in the half. Anthony Hutchins. He is just too quick for anybody that Berlin Highland has put on him so far. 26-15. This is the biggest lead of the night for Lima Central Catholic. Raber. And a foul called out front. Bob Segerson furious with the no call on traveling. Instead of fouls called against his team. Anthony Hutchins is called for the foul. That's the 15th foul on LCC. Berlin Highland has not committed a foul yet in this game.
That's an amazing fact. You play a quarter in a state semifinal and you don't foul anybody yet. They do play good defense. They don't use their hands much. They don't reach for the ball too much.
Junior Raber's in double figures with 10. Back to a 10-point lead for LCC. Raber has 11 of Highland's 17 points. 26-17 our score. Salento Bodie. Aaron Bailey. Up and in by McCormick. LCC exerting their athletic ability on that sequence, and it's now 28-17. Neville Mishler couldn't find that one. Down the floor he comes. Moeller's behind the defense. Out of bounds it goes to LCC. 5:02 to go in the half.
Bodie likes to push that thing down the floor. He gets it and goes. He finds his teammates.
Salento, he doesn't play like a sophomore when he has the ball. He's a very good ball handler and an excellent passer.
And he's very aggressive with it, which means he'll try some things that maybe a more shy kid wouldn't with the ball, and that's why he ends up with some great passes.
Seabird lead by 11. And out of bounds, Moeller couldn't find the handle. Anthony Hutchins will report in, and Moeller will take a seat.
replacing Muller.
Berlin Hiland yet to find a range from three-point land.
And they really haven't taken too many. Kevin Mitchell with the ball now. He's being checked by Bodie. It's up to Troyer, but look at Aaron Hutchins come up with a steal. Kevin Troyer has a pocket pick that time. And LCC returns the favor. Up and in with the lay-in that time. Kevin Mishler with 5. And it's 28-19. 4:25 to go in the first half.
Quick lineup in there for the Thunderbirds with Salento, Bodie, and both Hutchins brothers.
LCC is being plagued by turnovers, though. In this first quarter and a half, they've had numerous scoring opportunities down low, and they've frittered the ball away. Nevertheless, they still lead by 9 at 28-19. Not quite midway through our second quarter. Hiland is 24-2. LCC is 22-3. Raber, good defense by McCormick that time, and Anthony Hutchins has the rebound. McCormick was right in Junior Raber's face. Hiland, a team that their average tournament win has been by 22 points. I doubt if they've ever been down like this in the tournament trail. And averaging 80 points a game, this is a new experience for them, I'm sure.
I doubt that they've seen this much.
Off the set offense, Anthony Hutchins now has 14 points. Anthony went over the 1,000-point mark last weekend at Toledo and doing well tonight. 30-19, Thunderbirds. Wide open, Raber. Tip out. And the Hawks will get new life.
Raber running the show now. He's at the point.
So they want him to have the ball as much as possible. That three doesn't go. And Bodie pulls down the rebound. Boy, when you live by the three, you dive by it as well. And so far, Berlin Highlands come up empty from outside the arc. 2:50 to go. Thunderbirds by 11. Aaron Hutchins, that's short. Rebound comes off to Jeremy Stangelo. Kevin Troyer off the dribble. And Bodie has the rebound. Good recognition by Bodie, but LCC is very slow coming down the floor. Thunderbirds may be a bit winded here. We get set to enter the final 2 minutes of the half. Aaron Hutchins, a little too hard.
Beautiful move again. They can't stop him on the penetration.
Nice move here by Raber, but he took steps. He's traveled a couple times tonight. That's the first time they called him.
He's able to stop himself when somebody flashes in front, and that time it was Anthony Hutchins. He stepped out, kind of surprised him. But what happens then is you're not really prepared on rhythm to pass or shoot, and you shuffle the feet.
T-Birds will inbound. 2 minutes straight up to go in this first half. They lead by 11 at 30-19. Kevin Sullivan with the ball. He brings it across half court. Mollers picks up his dribble, gets it out to McCormick. McCormick loses the handle, and a foul's called. And LCC fans come up with a big mock cheer as we have played over 14 minutes before the first foul was called against Berlin Highland.
And it was away from the ball. Anthony Hutchins was trying to post up in the lane, and they were holding it.
Actually, it's been a very cleanly played game. LCC has only 5 team fouls. Entering the latter stages of this second quarter. Still 30-19. The Hawks down by 11. They bring the ball down. Weaver couldn't find it. Berlin Highland is struggling with their specialty shot, the three-pointer. Anthony Hutchins with the ball. He wants to drive, and he turns it over. Kevin Mishler with 3. Again, no good. Out of bounds, it's going to stay with the Hawks. Well, the LCC fans and their bench can't believe that call.
They're all into the floor to make that call. They all had a good look at it.
1:08 to go in the half. Graber being checked by Eric McCormick. Nice try that time by Graber with 13. Turnover here. And a blocking foul against Moeller. LCC's had a pretty solid first half, Mark, but that inbounds pass is something they're going to have to review at halftime.
They got guys just kind of crossing. They're not really picking. They're not really breaking to the ball. And Hiland plays good defense. Golly, they wouldn't be here if they didn't. We talk about scoring a lot of points and shooting all those threes, but they're pesky. Plus, when they all got fresh legs out there, they're running 10 guys into there.
That's right. Perry Reese plays a lot of kids. Foul shot's good by Bruce Yoder. Aaron Bailey has the rebound. Let's see if LCC tries to play for the final shot. Under 50 seconds to go now in the first half. 30-22 Thunderbirds. Eric McCormick has it. What a pesky defense this Hawks team plays.
Good thinking by Aaron Hutchins there. He was trapped in the corner. They were having fits, as you mentioned, so he just bounced it off a opposing player's leg out of bounds. Let's reset and start again.
Set play here off the inbounds, and Anthony Hutchins now has 16 points. 8 baskets for Anthony, and it's 32-22. 25 seconds to go in the half.
Bob Segerson yells at his guys, no fouls before half.
Junior Raber from the foul line. Can't get it to go. Rebound off to Aaron Hutchins. T-Birds with time. They have to get it down the floor. Aaron Hutchins, a deadly player at the end of the half. Bailey can't get it. They say the shot didn't go. The shot didn't count. Well, the T-Birds did not catch a break that half, but nevertheless, they lead by 10. Our score after 2 quarters. LCC 32. Berlin Highland 22. 10:50. The tape delay because of previous commitments on the part of Sports Channel with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mike Shep and Mark Miller speaking with you, and we thank you for tuning in to this late Friday night and Saturday morning replay of high school basketball here on TV 44. Let's take a look at our numbers for the first 2 quarters. For LCC, very good shooting. They were 16 for 27 for 59%. Berlin Highland is 8 for 27 for 29%. LCC has not taken a three-pointer, while Berlin Highland, their specialty shot, they are 0 for 8. LCC hasn't taken a foul shot, and Berlin Highland is 6 for 9. Rebounding is dominated by LCC, 23-8. But the one weakness for the Thunderbirds in that first half, they had 11 turnovers to 3 for the Hawks. Leading scorers in the game, Anthony Hutchins has 16 to lead the Thunderbirds, while Junior Raber has 13 to lead Berlin Highlands. Once again, the 10-point margin with LCC here at halftime. Mark, looking at these two teams matching up, to me it's obvious LCC has a quickness edge and a little bit more of an edge in athletic ability. I'm not sure that the Hawks are used to playing a team like LCC.
I think you're right. I'll think, in looking at their schedule, those types of teams aren't sprinkled on their schedule. They played Oroville, a fine Division III team, and played them very tightly, but I think they're lucky to be within 10 points right now because what we talked about in the pregame has not happened for them. They have not hit the outside shot. The other areas they are really down on, that's rebounding quickness, and even the defense is kind of a turn-off, a trade-off. One thing LCC does have to do is they've got to treat the ball better against the press and get it inbounds and get it up court, and I'm sure Bob Segerson's talking to them because they're still in the locker room.
So remember, folks, this game is being replayed tonight, obviously, at midnight. For those of you watching our morning replay here at 9 o'clock Saturday morning, we have a championship Saturday coming your way here on TV 44. The Division III championship, Patrick Henry and Oroville, is coming up at 11 o'clock. At 1:50, the Division II title between Columbus St. Charles and Cleveland St. Joe. At 5:50, the Division I state final featuring our own Lima Senior Spartans and the Lakota Thunderbirds. And then at 10:50 on a tape delay presentation, it's going to be Gilmore Academy against the winner of this contest, All of it coming to you on WTLW TV 44 through the auspices of Sports Channel. Once again, our halftime score, LCC 32, Berlin Hiland 22. Hiland, Kevin Troyer, the fourth starter. We'll set the fifth starter in just a moment. Rayber takes a three, but it's well short. May have been partially blocked by McNeil. Fifth starter for Berlin Hiland is Nevin Mishler.
Original starting five for Hiland.
Aaron and Anthony Hutchins, Dwight McNeil, Kevin Sullivan, and a foul's called here. In the first half, LCC committed 14 fouls. Hiland only one. And a two-shot opportunity coming up here for Aaron Hutchins. This will be the first time LCC's been to the foul line tonight. Aaron Hutchins, a youngster who has made 32 foul shots in tournament play, almost all those in sectional and district action. And you talk about strength of schedule, LCC has defeated 5 teams in the tournament, and those 5 schools combined for 86 wins. So it's been a very tough road for the Thunderbirds. They have been challenged time and again. 34-22, the Thunderbirds by a dozen. We're just underway in our second half. Rayber has to bring it back outside. LCC's in a man-to-man. That's the type of defense they want to use to shut off the threes.
Dwight McNeil's taking Rayber. He did that in the first half, got in a little bit of foul trouble, a couple of them.
Rayber's a fine offensive performer, one of the few Hawk players looks like he can go one-on-one and do some damage. Rejection here. Dwight McNeil with the ball. Rayber comes down. McNeil misses the layup. Out of bounds. Dwight McNeil, 3 or 4 shots. Very close in. I think that thumb has to be bothering him as that one was wide open.
Well, he's getting a little frustrated. You could tell coming down the court he was switching hands. He wanted to dribble with his right hand, but it didn't feel natural. He took it in the left. Didn't know which way to lay it up, and laid it up too hard.
Kevin Troyer in and out. Rayber with the offensive rebound. That is, I think, probably one of the first or second offensive rebound tonight for Berlin Hiland. 34-24. LCC has the lead. Anthony Hutchins brings it in to the front court. Long pass inside to Bailey. Bigger and stronger kid than anybody the Hawks have on the floor right now. It's 36-24 LCC. Boy, nice moves that time. That time Jeremy Stingello, I believe is the pronunciation, was able to get around his man on the baseline, and he'll have a 2-shot opportunity. Kevin Sullivan was called for that foul.
One thing you have to do when you're not real tall, and that is learn how to head fake, get people in the air. The Hawks do it very well. That time Stingello got Sullivan up in the air.
Jeremy has his first point. And the Hawks are within 10 at 36-26. We are 2 minutes into our second half. Aaron Hutchins. And a foul is called here. Junior Rayber is the guilty party off the reach. Good idea that time by Berlin Hiland. They almost had a turnover as Little Hutch had to pick up his dribble out by half court. 2 team fouls now against Berlin Hiland. That's the second against Junior Rayber. And it stays with LCC as one of the Hawks tipped that one out of bounds. Nice job of pulling that ball down. Inside. That's a great catch by Aaron. Stingello, another nice move right there. Anthony Hutchins comes out with a rebound. Hudson, a little bit out of control. Turn over there against the Thunderbirds. One of the few times tonight that Berlin Hiland can run with it, but they take the pull-up jumper. Missed opportunity there that time for Kevin Mishler.
Thunderbirds will slow it down right now. They'll get into their half-court set offense.
So both teams squandering some offensive opportunities. The last couple trips down the floor. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Little Hutch across the lane to Bailey, basket and foul. Aaron Hutch is a great look across the lane, and Kevin Troyer is called for the personal. So Aaron Bailey will go to the foul line for LCC. Looking for the three-point play.
Harry Reese from Berlin Hiland going to the bench. Subbing as he did in the first half.
Bailey looking for the triple. A 64% foul shooter. LCC is now up by 13 at 39-26. Inside 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Junior Raber got a couple picks that time, but the three wouldn't go. And a reach foul is called here against Aaron Hutchins. That will be his second foul. So we have played over 18 minutes of this game, and Berlin Hiland has not converted a three-point shot yet.
I wonder if that's happened to him all year long. I kind of doubt it.
Sangelo has some nice moves inside. He's a 6-footer, and he's making the most of it in there.
He's got a lot of them, man. You talk about shake and bake. He's doing it on the basketball court.
39-28, LCC by 11. They have the ball. Aaron Bailey, 8-footer. Aaron Bailey now has 11. He's over his season average of 9. And LCC back to a 13-point margin at 41-28. We are midway through our third quarter. Dangerous down-court pass. There's the first three. Stangello's been the whole show right now. And that makes it 41-31. One of the few times they've had a wide-open three, though, off the turnover.
And all of their fans feel like they've been cut loose. They just let out a big cheer. Finally, we got a three to go.
Well, LCC held Hiland at 18 minutes. Same play as before. And that time, Kevin Troyer just mugged Bailey before he could get the shot up. Mark, when they give it to little Hutch down low, Aaron Bailey just comes into the other side, and that pass is wide open.
They're using the back door a little bit differently than we do. Teams like Van Wert use it. They use it out front. This way, Aaron's getting the ball low on the block on the baseline, and as Raber steps over to double him, he just bounce passes underneath to Bailey as he comes to the hoop.
Hiland now with 14 fouls. That is the second on 12. Aaron Bailey has 12, including 8 in this quarter. So Aaron's been the offensive show for Lima. They're up by 11 now at 42-31. 3:34 to go in the third quarter.
Supposed to be blocking him out. He fell to the floor. Dwight went right around him for the rebound.
LCC is up by 13. 44-31. Backdoor play, and a foul called here against Bailey. Aaron Bailey commits his first and the third team foul against the Thunderbirds. Clock stops with 3:15 to go in the quarter. Neither coach has taken a timeout yet. Perry Reese is just watching patiently. It's his team that is 24-2 in the year and has averaged 84 points a game in tournament, has been down since midway through the first quarter. Raber for three. Out of bounds it goes to Lima Central Catholic.
Valento Bodie getting some quality minutes here in this state semifinal.
Sophomore, a great ball handler. Into the game as Aaron Hutchins takes his seat. This is Anthony. LCC looking to take their biggest lead of the night if they score right here. Out of bounds it goes to Berlin Hiland. So a turnover there against the Thunderbirds. They take better care of the ball here in the third quarter, but right there they cough it up. Yoder on the drive. Rebound. Salento, 2-on-2. Pull-up save for the little guy. Bodie is in the book with his first basket. And LCC has their biggest lead at 46-31.
Very mature play for a sophomore. He pulled it up instead of forcing the issue and taking a chance on a charge.
Graber double team now. He has to pick up his dribble. Outside to Yoder. Two-pointer here goes. Give it to Jason Hummel. Hummel, his first basket. That's on the turnover here. Hummel again. 4 quick ones by Berlin Hiland makes it 46-35. And a foul on the press.
Turnovers that mean baskets right away off the press can really shrink a lead in a hurry. Down to 11.
Was 46-31, but now the Hawks have cut it to 11, and LCC left inbound and come to length of the floor again. The pressing defense for Berlin Hiland has been effective tonight. Long down court pass here, Aaron Bailey. He'll slow things up. Seabirds lead it by 11. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Aaron Bailey. He's senseless if they cannot handle him, and he's taking over in this third quarter.
He sure is. He's going strong to the hoop, getting an 8, 10-foot jumper.
48-35, Thunderbirds by 13. Hummel gets it back outside to Stangelo. This is Yoder. Yoder gets his rebound back. This is Graber. Thought about a three-pointer. Look at LCC's defense. Just very pesky right now. Hummel knocks down a three. This kid's been the offense for Berlin Hiland. He scored their last 7 points. 48-38. Jump ball is going to stay with LCC. Aaron Hutchins relaxed that time and almost a turnover.
I don't think he knew that there was another defender behind him, and he certainly wasn't getting any help out of his teammates. His teammates got to let him know that somebody's coming from behind.
Jeremy Moeller will come into the game. So Hiland has hit 2 3-pointers in this third quarter. Now a 10-point lead at 48-38. See if LCC plays for a final shot here with 50 seconds to go. Oh, Slavak is into the game.
Sullivan for Bailey. Has to give Aaron a little bit of a rest, prevent any silly fouls that might bother him later on.
Steve Miller is also into the action. I believe Berlin Hiland's played 11 kids now. Outside of McNeil. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Renzo Bodie get it back outside and does so. Under 20 seconds. And a turnover there. Berlin Hiland, if they score here, it'd be a big momentum lift for them. 10 seconds. St. John Arena, the historic situation with 8 minutes of action remaining. LCC with a 12-point lead. They outscored Berlin Hiland 18-16 in that third quarter. The winner plays Gilmore Academy tomorrow night at 9 o'clock here at St. John Arena. It'll be replayed at 10:50 here on TV 44 via Sports Channel. We congratulate Ohio State, Randy Ayers and company. They defeated North Carolina tonight, 80-73. The Buckeyes qualify for the Elite Eight and a chance to go to the Final Four. We'll get to our third quarter numbers at the next dead ball situation. Right now, Berlin Highlands down by 12. They'll have possession as we start our final quarter of play. Raber, that shot was partially blocked by McNeil. But what a menace he is. And a turnover here. Let's take a look at our third quarter numbers. LCC from two-point range is 22 for 36. Highlands 14 for 44. LCC hasn't taken a three-pointer. Berlin is 2 for 14. From the foul line, there's the three by Hummel. From the foul line, LCC is 4 for 5. Berlin Highlands 8 for 9. 34 and another turnover here, 15 for LCC and 3 for Berlin Highlands. Stangelo puts it in. The press has been bothering them. They coughed it up, and Highlands scored 5 quick points. And it's 50-43. So after leading by 15, it is now a 7-point lead. Bounds it goes. That time a little bit of help by Junior Raber on the defense on the backside, and LCC will keep it, but right here's where adventure time's been for them. Inside, Dwight McNeil. There's no call there, and the fellows got tangled up. McNeil landed right on the youngster. The call I like when we're that close to the basket is the no call. 52-43, so LCC got a good possession and a good shot right there. 9-point lead for Lima. Just underway in our fourth and final quarter.
Raber's kind of disappeared offensively for Berlin Highland, but the other guys have taken up the slack.
Raber here for 3.
Just as I speak, he cans a 3.
That makes it 52-46. The Berlin Highland is making their move. With 24 wins in the season, he knew it had to happen. Aaron Hutchins is off balance. Gets his own rebound, but he couldn't hold on to it. Highland has a breakaway. But they miss it. Hummel for 3. That doesn't go. Yoder the rebound. The other way with it. Anthony misses the slam. Still wild and woolly action here. And a foul's called here. Well, I can safely say that's one of the most ridiculous calls I've seen this year.
Oh, man, there are bodies flying all over the place. I think the officials were getting tired of chasing them around. They wanted to blow their whistle and stop the action. That was barely a bump when we got guys sprawling all over the place down here. That's a poor call. I very rarely say that as a bad one.
Out of that melee, Highland gets the ball, though. Only trailing by 6. Their offense is starting to get into gear. Junior Raber, the runner, goes.
And now the Hawk fans are into the game, and they're certainly going to give their team a lot of momentum. A turnover here. They feel like they can compete now. A little while ago, I think they were just playing as hard as they could to stay close. It's the first time in a game I think they actually feel like they can compete with the Thunderbirds.
5:37 to go. LCC's big weakness tonight has been turnovers. Sullivan comes out and Jeremy Moller's in. With a 2-pointer here, Berlin Highland can come to within 2. They trailed once, 46-31. They're on a 17-6 run.
Anthony Hutchins on Raber now, not McNeil anymore.
Raber, tough shot, and he got it. Anthony Hutchins did about all he could, and we have a brand new game in our hands. 52-50. Picked away, though. Aaron Hutchins Hudson. Mishler couldn't get it. McNeil with the rebound. Berlin Hiland missed an easy chance there to tie it up.
Good decision by Dwight not to go up and try to block it. He'd have been called for the foul.
Jeremy Moeller for three. Rebound to Raver. 4:35 to go. Berlin Hiland a chance to take the lead with a three or tie it up with a two.
They're not moving as much as they used to. They spend a lot of energy in a comeback. The Thunderbirds can fight it off, get a stop, and a couple of scores, and they overcome the comeback bid.
Raver on the drive. Basket and foul. LCC's going to take another timeout, I believe. Timeout on the floor. 4:01 to go. Weird by Bender and Novak. The law firm of Bender and Novak, attorneys at law. I'd like to congratulate Lima Central Catholic and Lima Senior High and commend TV 44 for their coverage of high school basketball. Right now, everything's going the way of Berlin Hiland. They're on a 21-6 run to tie this game up. At 52 with 4:01 to go, the Thunderbirds just used their second timeout. And Junior Raver has a chance to give his team the lead. He does so. LCC, Moeller with the ball. This is Anthony Hutchins. Scrappy, hustling defense being played now by the Hawks. They're playing a little bit more confidence. McNeil couldn't handle it, goes out of bounds. The Berlin Highlands. So right now the Thunderbirds are self-destructing with the turnovers.
LCC is going to put a little pressure of their own now. Try to get a turnover or two. They had been playing back with the lead.
Call for the personal. Will not be a bonus situation. That is his fourth, so Dwight's going to have to come out. And Kevin Sullivan's in for him. LCC has managed only one basket, 2 points total in this fourth quarter. Now scored 15-2 so far. 3:31 to go.
Thunderbirds need a stop here. It's been a while since they just played good defense and made a stop.
Out of bounds to stay with Berlin Hiland.
Good job on Raver underneath. Typically, he'd take that thing up and try to get the foul, but he was blocked off from the backboard so well by LCC, he had to kick it outside.
Hawks have the ball. They have the lead. Working 3:10 to go. Sawyer with the ball. He wings it off. Nice steal here. Aaron Hutchins having trouble hanging onto the ball. Anthony puts it in. So second minute for Anthony Hutchins. And LCC has the lead back at 54-53.
Bob Segerson pulled the defense out a little tighter, trying to get in their face a little bit more, prevent it from getting those open shots.
Off the penetration play, the basket goes by Troyer. Kevin Troyer has his first basket, and Berlin Hiland has the lead back at 55-54. Kevin Sullivan and a foul call underneath. Berlin Hiland had 3 guys out by the ball, which has to open things up underneath. And Kevin Sullivan saw the lane and was fouled.
3 of them ended up on Anthony Hutchins, so Salento Bodie took it in there. He has 4 on 2, as you mentioned. Did a good job getting it to Kevin Sullivan, and Kevin took it strong to the hoop, as he should, when you got a big mismatch like that.
So Kevin Sullivan will go to the foul line. He's a 61% shooter. He'll shoot 2 right here. Still has a chance to tie it up. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. One more coming here for Kevin Sullivan. Tie ball game. That was Sullivan's first point. 55 all with 2:20 to go. Thunderbirds have scored only 5 points in this fourth quarter. Anthony Hutchins with the steal. Anthony down and Sully. It's a 40. He puts the Beavers in front with under 2 minutes remaining. Raver can't get it. But Hiland gets it back. Shot doesn't go there. And LCC comes out with it. So 2 different chances that time for the Hawks. 1:35 to go. Bob Segerson telling his kids to spread the floor.
Got the 3-point lead. He's got the good ball handlers and the good foul shooters on the floor.
The 2-point lead at 57-55. Now at 1:20 remaining. This is Bodie. Well, they have to watch the trap against this team. Anthony Hutchins. That's just what they wanted off that set, and they got it. Now a 4-point lead for Lima. Timeout called by Berlin Hiland with 1:06 to go. The Thunderbirds lead by 4. McKinley, LCC had this one seemingly in hand early in the fourth quarter, but Berlin Hiland came back to take the lead. Now it's a 4-point lead for Lima at 59-55 with 1:06 to go. Mark, that's a 4-point lead, even though Hiland's a 3-point shooting team. I wonder what strategy Perry Reese is going to go to here.
Well, they need a score one way or the other, and then they're going to have to get the ball back, so they're probably talking about who they have to foul if they can't get a turnover. The same thing that allowed Berlin Hiland to come back. Turnovers on defense is what made made it possible for LCC to get this 4-point lead. Turnover.
1 minute remains in this Division IV state semifinal. Raver got Anthony in the air, but he couldn't get it to fall. Hummel has the rebound. 50 seconds to go. Anthony Hutchins with the play, and LCC has the ball. Raver brought it down, and Anthony said, "Thanks, pal, for the favor."
Had the double team in the corner, and as soon as he brought it down to eye level, Anthony jumped on it.
Inbound pass to Bodie. Has to get rid of it. Seabirds will have to inbound again with 45 seconds to go. Anthony Hutchins, 24 points tonight. The senior dreamed of getting here when he dressed as a freshman on the 1989 team that went to the finals. And Mark Miller has talked oftentimes during the year about senior leadership, and I think Anthony Hutchins personifies that more than anybody else. Foul called here as Aaron Hutchins just covered the ball up with 43 seconds to go.
Well, that's the guy that the Thunderbirds won on the foul line. Anthony, the highest percentage shooter on the team.
This will be a 1-and-1 opportunity. 43.8 seconds to go. Remember, the winner here plays Gilmore Academy tomorrow night, 9 o'clock at St. John Arena. The replay will be on TV 44 at 10:50 through the off-season Sports Channel. It's on tape delay because of previous broadcast commitments on the part of Sports Channel. 1-and-1 for Aaron Hutchins, an 80% foul shooter on the regular season. Mark, we've seen some kids make some big foul shots in this tournament.
And it's amazing. A lot of them are under upperclassmen. I mean, we're not used to this. We've seen this kid so often. It doesn't seem like he's still a sophomore, but he is. He's just a sophomore out there.
1 out of 2 there. Loose ball, the rebound. Anthony Hutchins comes out with it. Under 40 to go. The foul's called here. It goes against Kevin Nischler. And the Birds will go back to the foul line with 38 seconds to go.
What'd you say about senior leadership and always being there at the right time? There's number 22 again. Boy, what a treat for Lima. This thing goes off as it looks like it may now, and we'll have 2 teams from the same city in the state final, their respective divisions.
Aaron Hutchins connects. He now has 8 points in the game. 61 to 55. One scoreboard says 102 to 55. I think the Birds would like that.
They'd take that in a minute, wouldn't they?
Here's a big one right here. That's 3 possessions now for Berlin Hiland, and the Thunderbirds want to take strategy with his youngsters. I'm sure one thing he said is, let's have no fouls. Let's have that clock run. The 3-possession deficit for Berlin Hiland. They have to put up some threes here. Raber, under 30 seconds to go now. D'Angelo gets it. Evan Nischler, excuse me. So with 26 seconds to go, our score. LCC 62. LCC leads by 4, and they'll have to come the length of the floor.
No secret what the Hawks are going to try to do. They're going to try to foul as quickly as possible, stop the clock, and make a Thunderbird hit a 1-and-1.
Kellen Sullivan will trigger it in, and right away Anthony Hutchins is fouled. Only 7/10 of a second ticked off the clock. So Anthony Hutchins, who has not been to the foul line tonight, will be shooting a 1-and-1. He has 24 points off of 12 field goals. Bodie comes in and Moeller goes out. Bob Segerson shifting those 2 players as far as offense and defense goes. And Anthony Hutchins, the 5'11 senior, first team All-State selection, has a 1-and-1 for Lima.
Anthony Hutchins, 1-and-0.
Missed it. Rebound is loose. Going to go over to Berlin Hiland. With 23 seconds to go, the Hawks have an opening here. They trail by 4.
Sullivan did a good job hustling on the rebound. Almost got it back inbounds. The best thing that happened is it took a few ticks off the clock.
This is Raber with the ball being checked by Anthony. Under 20 seconds to go now. Raber gets the pick and his man in the air. Can't get the 3. Rebound goes to Lima with 13 seconds to go. Raber's shot went around the iron and out. So with 13 seconds to go, the Thunderbirds have to take care of the basketball and make their foul shots. Turnover here, though. Basket goes with the foul. What has happened all game, the inbound pass comes back to haunt LCC again.
They tried to lob it into Anthony. Anthony had position on his guy to be thrown down court, but the lob inbound pass was too short. The Hiland man got a hand on it.
Head up by Junior Raber. And then fun time will really begin as the Thunderbirds would have to inbound the ball off the made free throw.
Cardiologists in Lima are going to have a busy week after the Lima fans get down here these 2 games. Golly.
So one shot coming for Raber, who took a bad tumble after that lay-in. Found the basket. He can bring his team to within 1 with 10.9 seconds to go. Raber has 28. Aaron Hutchins has the inbound pass, and he's fouled with 9.8 seconds to go. So even if he makes 2, Berlin Hiland's going to have a chance to tie it up.
Berlin Hiland, very well coached. They're doing exactly what they have to do to give themselves a chance to win it. They may not win it, but they're giving themselves a chance because now they've got Aaron on the line shooting a 1-and-1. If he well, no matter what he does, they've got almost 10 full seconds to get it down and make the shot.
Timeout's going to be by 1 at 62-61. Aaron will be shooting a 1-and-1. These are just huge shots right now.
These shots are to try to guarantee at least overtime. Even if he makes them both, a three-pointer ties it. But certainly, anything less than making them both gives them a chance to win it.
Berlin Highland tries to bring it down. Aaron Hutchins, they will chip it away. Loose ball. We're down to 2. A foul call. A foul call on Celento Bodie with 5/10 of a second to go. Can you believe that? Junior Raver's going to have a chance to win it for his team with 5/10 of a second. He just had to throw up a 3 right there. The LCC did a great job of almost coming out with a steal in the win. And this is a 2-shot opportunity. This will be a 3-shot opportunity, I think, Mark.
He was certainly trying to, yeah, he's going to give him 3.
Well, this kid is a 78% foul shooter. Only 5/10 of a second to go. One more for Raver. 63-62. That's it. Berlin Highland stages a miracle comeback. Berlin Highland 64. At St. John Arena. Tonight, the LCC Thunderbirds lose a heartbreaker to Berlin Highland 64-62. And right now, let's take a look at our game numbers. From 2-point range, LCC was 27 for 44 for 61%, while Berlin Highland was 23 for 63 for 36%. LCC was 0 for 1 from 3-point range. Berlin Highland was 5 for 21, but those 5 threes came in the last quarter and a half when they staged their comeback. From the foul line, LCC 8 for 12,